Crater Bay, which is in Sydney Harbour National Park, and as you can see up along the cliffside here, they have some old historic homes that were built back in the 1800s. And these are built along the cliff sides here, and you can see that this coastline is relatively natural at this point, surrounded by bushlands, which is still part of the national park. But most importantly is if you start looking at the coastline more closely, you can see that there's no rocky revetments here, no seawalls, just this natural rocky outcropping that occurs along Sydney Harbour. And as you can see along the coastal edge itself, there's a lot of algae and limpets and sea squirts and various other things that are growing along the coastline itself. But if you start looking closer at the area around your feet, you'll notice that there's a lot of small divots and crevices in these rocks, and that many of these are filled with water. And these are so-called intertidal tide pools, which are very important for diversity. And it's something that's lacking on man-made rocky coastlines. So if we come in and look at this sky, for example, you can see in this tide pool itself, you can see there's various species of limpets that are just crawling around on the edge here. A number of species of snail, some of which you can see moving in the caption we have here, the picture we have here. There's also some barnacles and things like that in this tide pool that you probably won't notice. And even down in this little basin that's at the bottom of this tide pool, there's actually several fish that are in there that are swimming around. You can't really see them right now, but I just noticed them a moment ago when I was walking through here. So these tide pools can be particularly important in maintaining diversity, and what happens is on the man-made shorelines, when we have these vertical seawalls that are put in place that basically stop these tide pools from forming, you get a significant loss of diversity. And this is something that can be incredibly important in maintaining the sort of natural ecosystem that we do have here along the coastlines of Sydney Harbour.